Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Beavers will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma State's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Trying play action. Quick strike complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the ground game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Beavers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the offense on 1st down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
First and goal, Oklahoma State.
They'll go to the air. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Oklahoma State.
Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Oregon State, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
On the play. Brings up second down.
On second down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Beavers are on the move. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Gamble.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll go to the counter. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They've already failed to convert on 4th down once in the first quarter. Doesn't stop them from trying it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They want to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cincinnati. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Cowboys in the hurry up.
Second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Snares it outside. It's Grove. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Defense in press coverage. Out of the shotgun on third down. Pulls it in. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge...
Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Murray. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you've got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
14, Oregon State, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense, quick tempo. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the score.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just a middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Coming after it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good run there on 3rd down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Fires to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Back open in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the connection.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Trying to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've moved it right to the press. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Getting some heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Beavers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return, it's Rivero. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play action fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the single back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field.
For the offense.
To the air on first down. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
2nd down.
They go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Snags it. They will score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Beavers have taken it inside the 20. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Feeling some heat. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Will they be able to get touchdown, Oregon State? And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Caught close to the marker, it's McWilliams. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4. Tempo and overdrive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, and they convert. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is, too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to...
Touchdown, Beaver! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up for the PAT. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The run from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He's got it, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
With the carry, it's the runback. Brought down at the 15-yard line. Third down coming up.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. They're now in really good shape to get step back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3. A 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They're trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the fourth.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out off.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. What a grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
The Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage and get it to the 33. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
He's got it up to 25. Touchdown, Beaver! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. And the ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it up.
Oh, look out, there he goes! That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He's looking for a man on second down. Makes the catch. It's McWilliams. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%.
And they got him for the sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They get to him as he throws. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He looks that one in nicely. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on second down. Rifles it down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws toward the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game.